Hey YouTubers, what's up? Yeah, it's me, Phil Lamar with Yeah Boy Automotive and Engineering. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit difficult. Some people find it hard, some people don't really find it hard. However, I'm going to show you how to do this quick, fast, easy, in a hurry. There's a few parts going to be difficult to take off, but if you follow this instructional video, it's going to happen for you. We're going to be working on a 2000 Ford Focus today, okay? Let me show you what we're going to do. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so hey, sorry about the pause. But listen, there's a couple of things that you're going to do or you're going to want to do from all the YouTube videos I've seen on taking out a Ford Focus alternator. The first thing you want to do is, of course, take off your front passenger tire. Really important, and the reason why is I'll show you in a minute why it's really important. You're going to have a fender wall cover under the bottom. It's going to have two tabs in it. Pull those two tabs out. You'll have a hexadecimal bolt right here that needs to come out. Once all those are out, just basically take your cover. You don't have to take the whole cover off. Just take your cover, slide it back over the brake caliper, slide it back right behind the caliper so it's safe and out of the way. The reason I say you're going to have to do that is because if you come underneath the bottom of the car, right here, you're going to see a bolt hole. That bolt hole is actually part of your engine mount. And I'm going to show you what part of the engine mount that actually goes to, okay? Hold on, give me 1 second, and I'll be right back. Now that we saw that part of what needs to happen first, you're going to want to jump up on top of the car. Of course, on top of the car, you're going to see your radiator fill tank. The radiator fill tank has right in the side of it, if I can show you it, right down here where my finger's pointing, right there, a 10mm bolt goes in there to the sidewall. Just get yourself a 10mm ratchet and socket. Pull that 10mm screw out. You don't have to undo the whole thing. Just go ahead and lift up on your radiator fill tank and lay it over to the side. There you go. That's out of the way. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to swing back over and you're going to see your power steering fill housing. This power steering fill housing actually slides up and down. It's only actually sitting on some rubber couplings, which are right here. Just take that, lift it up, go ahead and slide it over to your left, or your right, exactly where you put your radiator fill tank. Now, I was telling you earlier about the bolt underneath and why you had to remove your firewall plastic cover is because of this particular motor mount bolt right in front. There's actually three. There's one in front. There's one going to be down here on the side. There'll be another one down here on the side. And I believe those are going to be 15mm, okay? So you're going to use a 15mm on those. This particular one has a bolt under the bottom of it. And that's the main reason you have to remove your cover underneath there. If you can see it, there's the bolt attached to the bottom of it right there. So I can screw that out and bolt dropped. And now I'm going to have to find all my screws, man. Okay, but that's important that you remove that to make sure you get those out. The engine itself is going to have to be lifted up, and that's the reason we're taking off the motor mounts. Again, 15mm. The reason why is because if you look down here, I'm going to get to it and show you. If you look down here, I can point to it with my finger. Right here is your tensioner. This tensioner, if you do not lift your engine up, you are not going to be able to get to that tensioner. That tensioner requires a 15mm spanner in order to get the belt off. I'll show you what that looks like as soon as I come back, alright? See you in a sec. Okay guys, sorry for the pause again, but like I said, you're going to need a 15mm spanner in order to reach that tensioner bolt down there, and there's my 15mm spanner. If you have a long one, it's going to be better. If not, you know, you're going to have to hook both of your spanners together to get that. Once you get that thing connected to your 15mm, of course your belt is just going to come loose and you can pop it off. What I normally do, because we're changing the alternator, this one has to come off, but just to get tension off, I take it off from the back of the power steering pump, okay? So you can take it off either way you want. Either way it goes, it's still going to have to come off of your alternator. Alright, so that's that. So that's the reason why you have to get those bolts, your engine mount bolts, out of the way, and the reason you have to go on the bottom to move the wheel cover there is in order to get the top bolt out of the way so that you can lift the motor. Make sure you have jacks well placed and make sure your tires are blocked. That always iterate safety. Alright, next step. Right here against the firewall, you're going to see an emitter, or which is almost like a an evap box that actually helps to regulate gasoline fumes, which is this guy right here. Has an electric component on top, which is an electronic fuse unit. There's a plug to it. Make sure you unplug that. Go ahead. Next to it, you're going to see another small evap line, which is located right there. go ahead and pull that evap line out. Set those guys back behind you somewhere safe and out of the way. There are 2 bolts, which are 8mm bolts that hold this little evap canister in place. There's one right here on top, which I'm pointing to, and there's one that goes on the bottom down here that I've already taken out. So we're going to pull that out and show you what our next step is. Hold on, we'll be right back. Now those 2 bolts are out of the way. Here we go. There's the canister right there. Now if you have enough space, just take this canister and just slide him over some, okay? What you want to basically do is just keep him from popping back on you, because the alternator actually sits right here underneath him. There's going to be a couple lines coming in, and I'll show you what they look like in the back here. There's a line coming into the back right here. If you can move that line, pull it out towards you, just slide it over this bracket. That'll be great, because now that's out of your way. There's also going to be this particular lines, which are actually your ECM connections. These actually go to... Sorry about that. You know, I like to pause a lot. But anyways, here we are to the alternator. We're getting ready to pull it off. There's going to be 2 10mm bolts on this. There's one here. There's going to be one down here on the lower side. See if we can get a picture of it. Where are you at, buddy boy? There he is, right back there. Okay, that's the second one. All right, so those are both 2 10mm bolts right there. Also in the back, if you look back here, you're all going to see where your positive connection comes in. This is that I'm touching right here. That's also going to be a 10mm. Make sure that you disconnect your battery before you attempt to take that off, or else you'll get shocked. Alright peeps, 2 more things. Okay, like I said, make sure you get your big screwdriver behind your alternator. This alternator is pretty much ready to come out. Now, there are going to be 2 things that are going to be in your way that I was hoping to get past. Unfortunately, again, how Ford made this car, it's still a pain in the ass. This is your gas line that actually comes into your fuel rail. Okay, so up here is your fuel rail meter right here. This line actually plugs in and comes into that. And look right here. See this? Okay, fuel rail. That line, unfortunately, is going to have to get unplugged and pushed to the side and out of the way, only because of where it comes down to, and this particular rail stays in our way. Also, the engine mounting bracket. This is like when you're going to take your engine out. This is called an engine mounting bracket. This mounting bracket actually sits right here, right there. Damn, wow, Ford, huh? Pain in the ass. So that engine mounting bracket is going to have to come out of the way. Once that's all out of the way, this alternator should slide right up and out. Once I get it out, you're going to see what the open hole looks like. When you're ready to reverse it and put everything back in, just reverse the process. However, I want to make sure I get this out before I close this video out. Hold on, be right back. Alright guys, so in closing, I'm going to take a look down here at everything. So far it looks good. Of course, alternator came out. Again, this upper mounting bracket that actually goes to your motor, so that you can take your motor in and out of your car when you're going to lift it. You're going to have to, unfortunately, remove the fuel rail housing. I already showed you the line. And here's the fuel rail housing right here. 2 8mm bolts. Just go ahead and pull it straight out. Lay it back behind you. Again, once your bracket's out of the way, alternator is going to slide straight up and out. Unfortunately, Ford Focus, man, I don't know what they were thinking of when they did this. Hey, this is another Phil Lamar, yeah boy, automotive engineering YouTube video showing you how to do it yourself. Go ahead and leave likes and comments, and I hope this helps you a lot, okay? See you guys soon. Bye now.